好了，没事了，我走了。对了，他还要找我，我不知道他想要找我干嘛。哎，你等一下需要我帮忙你吗？当然了，我已经讲了。那你会给我那个吗？有，在这里。OK。你过哪里？我在外面呢，我没有位置啦，我出去外面。我怕你。对呀。打电话，打电话。坐在这里，坐在这里就好了。那你别走，你别走。对啊。你到我有过，你跟那个有什么？差不多，这个来不及了。千万不要有急事，好不好？我最怕急事。我也是。所以你要不在祷告嘛？你祷告，不要急事。就给我祷告，我去阿弥陀佛嘞，我那里祷告了。在那里祷告。
庄竹金秘书哈，我们这里连传上师在找您了，请你们到护摩殿来入席哈，时间已经很接近法会了。庄竹金秘书，请您到护摩殿这一边来，连传上师在等您，法会时间已经很接近了，请你到这边护摩殿入席。还有同门三信大德哈，你们在帐篷外的同门，你们也请你们坐好，把位置坐好哈。时间很快就会要出来，时间法会已经很快很接近了，所以呢，请你们有位置坐的同门找位置坐好。没有位置的同门哈，请你们如果还有同门在帐篷外的，你们的座位上或者放了一些包包什么等等都是空掉的，请你们让给没有位置坐的师兄师姐们坐哈，谢谢大家的合作。
区。
南无圣乐金刚护摩大法会开始，恭迎真佛宗创办人、真佛宗根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛及上师团，众人虔诚合掌唱诵莲花童子心咒。
Our Chakra Samvara Homa fire offering ceremony has just begun. We will be welcoming our lineage root guru, the founder of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng, to enter into the Homa hall. will be reciting the Root Guru mantra.
顶礼坛城，做
Please
观
pay
想
homage
大
to
礼
the
拜，
Root
礼
Guru
拜
and
根
the
本
three jewels of
传
the
承
altar.
上师及诸
First,
佛。
homage to Root
嗡
Guru and all
啊
Buddhas.
吽，观想顶礼，回天心三
Release
业
Samudra.
二拜诸
Second,
菩
all
萨。嗡
Bodhisattvas.
啊吽，观想
Raise
顶
the
礼
eyes for，prostitution
回
in the
天
ground.
心
Release
三业
Samudra.
三拜
Third,
诸
to
佛
all
法
Hedukas
金
and
刚。
Dhamma
嗡
protectors.
啊吽，观想
Raise
顶
the
礼，
eyes for
回
prostitution in the
天
ground.
心
Release
三业
Samudra.
是平等
Fourth half
平
bow.
手。请主持人进
Now
献
we
哈达，
invite the
以表
Paris
最
supplicants
高
for
敬
this Homa
意
to。come forward and present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Root Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
让我们以热烈的掌声感谢师尊的赐福。
Let's give a great round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for His blessings to the primary supplicants who offered Hatha.
请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛
Now
圣护摩法座。
we would like to invite, with our great reference, that His Holiness take the Homa throne. We are inviting Simu, Vajramasa Lincha, all the Rinpoches, Dharma Masters, our reference, distinguished guests, and all participants to please take the seats. Inviting His Holiness to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. First, let's offer our utmost gratitude by applauding and thank you for presiding over this Chakra Samvara Homa fire offering ceremony. And we would also like to extend our warmest welcome to Simu, all participating masters, reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants. And there are also two well wishes from China, from the head of the KMT party of Taiwan, Mr. Wu Tun-yi, and also from the legislator Cai Chi-chang. The Chakra Samvara Homa fire offering ceremony has now begun. Visualize through the lineage, Namo Vairakana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Linsha. Visualize Kremasa and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiant light to bless us. Recite the root Guru mantra 7 times. Recite purification mantras and the earth deity mantra. Recite invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadma Kumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Seng. Our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadma Kumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Seng. Our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadma Kumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Seng. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Chakra Samvara. The main deity of Homa, Namo Chakra Samvara. The main deity of Homa, Namo Chakra Samvara. We sincerely invoke Namo Yamantaka, Akalanata, the four heavenly kings, Golden Mother of the primordial Jetpon, Sima Bodhisattva, Lembo temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Order, at the Seattle Lechang Temple, at the abode of the Southern Mountain, and at True Buddha Seattle Chapter. Lembo temples, mountain god, earth god, plant god, wind god, water god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, as all divinities, dragon beings, and the city god to please descend, radiate light, and bless his Homa. Great homage using visualization. First to root guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth Hepa. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable and fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, the main deity of Homa, Namo Chakra Samvara, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, and below to sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, four continents, and sun and moon, transform into precious offering with the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow for civilization. For flood refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Armor protection. Recite Vajrapani mantra. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala. inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the prayers, registration forms, and all the offerings. Inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the fire pit and set ceremonial demarcation around it.
恭请圣尊点燃护摩火，供品下炉演化。
Inviting His Holiness to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. Recite that mantras of the eight principal deities and incan Buddha Amitabha.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Panamo Rintori Sokha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Sokha. Om Zeri Turi Chunte Sokha. Om Zambara Chalang Chalaye Sokha. Om A Hum Beja Guru Pema Siti Hum Se. Om A Hum Guru Pe Ahe Sasamaha Lien Sheng Siti Hum. Deyata Om Bekazaya Bekazaya Maha Bekazaya Raja Samo Kyadereya Sokha. 南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。回向。
Merit dedication. We all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death like the Buddha, may we liberate all. We dedicate the merit of the ceremony to our lineage Guru. May you stay healthy, live a long life with great self-mastery, continually turn the Dharma wheel in samsara. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to the main deity of Homa, Chakra Sambhara, and Vajravarahi, and the 5 Herukas, and the 8 Vidyarajas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to the main deity of Homa, Chakra Samvara, and Doje Pamo, the 5 Herukas, Vidyarajas, the 8 Vidyarajas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. Homage to you all. Wholeheartedly, we pray to the Chakra Samvara wheel and Doje Pamo, the 5 Herukas, the 8 great Bodhisattvas, the 8 Vidyarajas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. We pray that the Bardo spirits that were registered to be purified and guided to be reborn into the Pure Lands. Please bless all participants with good health, with the eradication of karmic sicknesses. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage for the eradication of karma. Please bless us so that all our needs be fulfilled. Please bless us with enhanced wisdom. Please bless us with perfect wisdom. Please bless us with increase radiance, benefits from our spiritual cultivation, to improve our fortunes, to beautify the Buddha lands. May we all live in harmony and with great love and respect. May be endowed with auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock. And may those amidst the auspiciousness pray to the root Guru for the blessings. Pray to the Yidam to absorb us. Pray to the Protector to protect and accompany us. May the Chakrasamara wheel in the sky descend upon samsara, and may all the deities be positioned, and may all of our wishes be fulfilled. The gods of the heavens, gods of the earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters of the body turn into dust. May all disasters turn into dust. May all calamities turn into dust. Hundred syllable mantra 3 times. Siriran Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Besamami Mensa Besapawam Mahasamaya Sato Ahom Pei Om Besa Sato Samaya Manubanaya Besa Sato Tenu Badita Teso Me Bawa Suto Kayu Me Bawa Supo Kayu Me Bawa Anurato Me Bawa Sawa Siri Me Burayata Sawa Karma Sutame Sitamu Siriran Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Besamami Mensa Besapawam Mahasamaya Sato Ahom Pei Om Besa Sato Samaya Manubanaya Besa Sato Tenu Badita Teso Me Bawa Suto Kayu Me Bawa Supo Kayu Me Bawa Anurato Me Bawa Sawa Siri Me Burayata Sawa Karma Sutame Chittamu Siriran Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Besamami Mensa Besapawam Mahasamaya Sato Ahom Pei. Great homage using civilization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second, all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, head bow. Recite completion mantra. Now, please all stand up and join our palms with great reverence. And together we are inviting His Holiness to take the Dharma teaching seat. Please all be seated. Let's give a round of applause, a huge round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Homa of Kalachakra. And now let's join our palms with reference, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. First, we'll pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Maang Liaoning, homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Thubten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Chakrasambhara and Dorje Phamo. And the 5 Herukas and the 8 Vidyarajas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities. Simu, Tutan Siti Rinpoche, Tanchen Chacho Rinpoche, and all the precious Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and all disciples present here and over the webcast. And the VIPs today are, and from the Taiwan Economic and Cultural Office is the Secretary Zhuang, and the special guest Mr. Chen, and the Madam to Ambassador Daniel Liao, the Taipei Rep to Sweden, Dharma Sister Judy, from Academia Sinica from Taiwan, the Professor Zhu Ziyi and Mrs. Zhu, and from the Overseas Chinese Compatriot Advisor, Ms. Winnie Che, and from the Greenland Incorporated, the President Duan and their daughter, Ms. Duan. And from Buddha School Scholars Group, from the National Cheng Kung University, Professor Wang Li. And Professor Wang Jingxian and Mrs. Wang. And Professor Yu Jiangcheng and Mrs. Xiu. And from Hong Kong Chinese University, Professor Tam.
生活中中委会会计师 Teresa 师姐 and her husband.
Accountant to Two Buddha School, Dharma Sister Teresa and her husband.
中国古筝协会理事赵淑平理事。
And from the Chinese Classical Lute Guzheng Association, Teacher Zhao and Lin Yi Guzheng Group, musical group, Miss Lin Yi, and the special guest, the professional photographer, Tony.
生活中中委会法律顾问罗日良律师。
And the law advisor to True Buddha Foundation, Mr. Luo and Miss Huang, and their son, Mr. Luo.
特别嘉宾
And our special guest, the pharmacist Xi Hongchun.
环球消逝中青联谊总会荣誉
And the Worldwide Xiao Clan Association's the President Xiao
夫人李
and Mrs. Xiao.
香港一上产品国际有限公司
And from Hong Kong, the Yixiang Product Company, Miss Xiao.
香港刘雪贤律师事务所主席
And from Hong Kong, the Liu Xixian Law Office, Miss Liu Xixian.
加拿大温哥华新时代电视
And from Vancouver, the Fairchild TV, the head of the TV news production, Mr. Ye and Mrs. Ye.
著名塑雕艺术家陈树人
And the sculptor, Miss Chen
生
Su.
活中法律顾问周慧芳律师
And the law advisor to True Buddha School, Miss Jennifer Zhou and her daughter.
台湾雷将士公关王之楚师兄
And PR director of Taiwan Lizhang Temple,
马
Mr.
来西
Fermi
亚
Wong.
阿东李海安夫
And
人
from Malaysia, the Datuk Li Hai An, the wife Li Jin and their daughter Li Qi.
巴西华商总会会长夫人庄成
And from Brazil, the wife of the head
巴
of
西
Chinese Chamber of
华光
Commerce.
语言文化中心洪
And
世
from
贵
Brazil,
校长
the Lotus Light Language and Cultural Center, the principal Qi.
巴西华光语言文化中心
And the vice
洪世贵
principal,
副校长梁燕
Miss Liang.
特别嘉宾李嘉玲医师，
And our special guest, Dr. Li Jialin.
特别嘉宾庄敬耀医师康丽，
Dr. Ryan Zhuang and Mrs. Zhuang.
卡利福尼亚佛什么个？法国莲生佛法文集大红出版社社长
And from France, the Ta Hong publisher and the translator into French,
林
Miss Fan Xiuji. And our special guest, Dr. Lin.
华邦功德会台湾区理事长张
And the
耀
president of the Taiwan Lotus Light Charity Society, Mr.
澳
Zhang.
洲太平神寺
And from Australia,
夫人
the Justice of Peace, Mr. Liang and
英国
Madam
边防海关官员
Yvonne.
郑生红
And
先
from
生
England, the Custom Border Officer, Mr. Tseng.
新加坡电视主持人及女演
And
员
from Singapore,
李小姐
the TV the host and also actress, Miss Yiling. Our special guest, Miss Su Guoying, Miss Lin Kunyin, Miss Chue Huiling, Miss Wu Meixian.
特别嘉宾苏国英女士，这个念过了。
And there's a special guest, Miss Su Guoying, double. And Dr. Zhou Heng, Dr. Lin, and Dr. Wei. And there are many other VIPs who have not registered themselves. Welcome you all.
Oh, 这个给你点上新灯节目制作人徐雅琪师姐。
And the producer for the Kenny Tian Sang Xinten from CTI TV Taiwan, my sister Rebecca Xiaqi. Now we have read this one from Brazil. We have so many VIPs today. It's good to have so many every time, if we have it every time like that. So today I would like to make announcements first. Next Sunday, September 24th, after lunch, we would like to invite His Holiness to perform the ritual for the Life Essence or Life Foundation. And then at 3 p.m. there would be the Siddharthapatra Buddha Mother with white parasol Homa fire offering ceremony. So Siddharthapatra is also one of the most important Buddha Mother. He's also the Dharma protector, a protector. So today I presided over Chakrasamvara Homa, and this deity, Chakrasamvara, is extraordinary. He has a wheel of supreme bliss, and his consort is Vajravarahi, which is very famous, the famous Vajravarahi or Dorje Patmo. They both descended, and not just two deities, and many more, like I recited earlier. As we know, Chakrasamvara is the key, the main deity in the Kagyu sect of Vajrayana. So the Kagyu sect primarily practiced Chakrasamvara, and Nyingma sect, Nyingmapa, primarily practiced Mahotara, and Gelugpa, Yamantaka, and Sakyapa, Hevajra. Those are the primary practices. And the secondary practice, of course, they have cross. So every school also practice others. But Chakrasamvara belonged to the Kagyu sect, or Kagyupa, the white sect. And the crown that Grandmaster is wearing today, you may find it very interesting because Grandmaster rarely wears this. So this crown belongs to Master Sakya Tsongkhong's. This is the kind of crowns that Master Sakya Tsongkhong would wear. So it's the crowns that is typically worn by the Dharma leaders of the Sakyapa. So in Sakyapa, Hevajra is the main practice. But one of their lineage guru is the Mongolian imperial preceptor Pakspa. And he also primarily practiced Chakrasamvara. What happened? Did anybody touch it? The flower fell. You touched it? So you're going to have some touch the flowers. In order to be able to see Grandmaster, they take down the flowers. Still, you would touch the flowers. So the Mongolian national the preceptor Pakspa also primarily practiced Chakrasamvara. So that's why today I'm wearing the Dharma crown of the lineage gurus of the Sakyapa. The Chakrasamvara mantra. Om Shet Ha Ha Hum Hum Pe. And that's the common mantra of Chakrasamvara and Vajravarahi. And the mudra, he has two mudras. One is the embracing mudra. Now I'm representing the Yidam Chakrasamvara. And in the space is Vajravarahi or Dorje Patmo. And the sixth syllable is Hom. And his look, he has many appearances, also one with many arms, but typically blue body, one head, two arms, standing on top of a sun disk, and both feet standing, trampling on the celestial beings, which means he is higher than heavens, and the right feet straight and left leg bent. So he's higher than the heavenly realms, the heaven of desire, heaven of form, the heavenly realm of no form. And his top knot is adorned with many jewels, new moon, and cross vajra scepters. And his body is adorned with 6 bone ornaments, and he wears a necklace of human heads, and he wears a tiger skin skirt. He looks wrathful, and the hands are holding Vajra bell and scepter and embracing Vajravarahi. Vajravarahi is red. Her hands are holding Kartika and skull cup. Her hair is loose and spreading out. And her right leg is bent and left leg is extended. She is in union with Chakrasamvara with a joyful expression. And her body is adorned with 5 kinds of bone ornaments, and the Buddha Father and Buddha Mother surrounded by fire of wisdom light. So with mantra, his look, and mudra, This would comprise the deity yoga, a practice procedure
修圣乐金刚的一个程序。
to practice chakra samvara.
那么师尊的这个真佛密院的房间里面，
Inside Grandmaster's room at the Tantric Quarter,
及金刚亥母的像，
there
很
is
少人看过。
an image of chakra samvara and Vajravarahi that are rarely seen by people.
伊丽莎白
Not many people, very few people have ever seen it.
金刚跟
And it was drawn by Elizabeth, a lady from Indonesia, extremely beautiful, magnificent.
那么很殊胜。
It's very
伊丽莎
remarkable.
白她本身画汤卡
Elizabeth
是迷人啊，
from Indonesia,
对，她主要的原因是这样子的，为什么她花心那么画那个汤卡？
the key reason why she paints Tanka and sent to Grandmaster.
好的金刚瑜伽母
And she also
送给师尊，
offered
金刚
the
还送
best, the most magnificent Vajravarahi to Grandmaster, and also the most beautiful Golden Mother to Grandmaster. She has offered many tankas to
原
me,
因是因为
and the primary reason
这个
was
有一年她得到
that
脑
one year he,
脑瘤，
she had a tumor in her brain,
非常的痛，那个脑
very painful.
像鸡蛋、鸭蛋、
How big was
鸡
it?
蛋、鸭蛋那么大的脑，
Like a chicken egg or duck
这
egg.
已经很危险。
It's quite big and very dangerous, and the
那
doctor
时候她特别跑到西雅图来，
instructed her to have a surgery. So she especially
她的这个脑
came to Seattle for my blessing
就给她加持。
for the tumor and the surgery. So I give her
她就
blessings.
做了一个梦，
And after the
梦见
blessings,
她在开刀，
she had the dream that she went
梦见
through
她在开刀。
the operation, the surgery.
后啊，把她这个整个脑给她拿开，那个脑
And open her
脑
skull,
里面的这个像鸡蛋一样的这个瘤，
and the brain tumor, the
她拿得
egg size
干净，剩下一点
brain tumor was taken out, and only a little bit left.
开刀
And
完了以后，
after the operation, in the dream,
看那个
she opened her eyes in the dream,
医生居然是
and she saw that the doctor was Master Lu.
医生居然是马可路，
So she saw that the doctor was
那
Master
个
Lu.
医生居然是我，
So the doctor was me.
结果呢，好了，
I was the doctor.
他回去检查，
And then
哎，
she went for a
回去的时候
checkup.
他头不痛，
And upon returning from here, she didn't have any headache anymore.
为什么你的
And
脑
then she
瘤
went
没
back
有了
to the doctor, and the doctor said, "It's interesting. You haven't had the surgery yet, and the tumor is gone."
看了里面，他说剩下一点皮呀、
And the doctor said, "There's only like a skin that's left."
修修法就好。我跟他讲说修修法就好。
And then I told her that you can just take care of it by practicing.
因此啊，发心
And because of that,
画了很多幅的
she
塔
made a vow and painted
啊，他的这个
many tankas as offerings to Grandmaster.
是他的这个
She's not here today,
他的道伴吧，他的道伴，他的几个那个认识他的印尼的，
but her spiritual
我问
companions,
他说，哎，伊丽莎白
people
为什么没有来？
from Indonesia that she knew
就是
came. So I asked them why Elizabeth's not
啊
here.
反正啊，不管怎么样，啊，医生这个开手术
No matter what, the doctor who performed the surgery was me.
那个莲飞上师呢？莲飞上师
And one more thing about Indonesia, Master Lian Fei,
哦，莲飞在那里，
He's right there. He gave me a letter of some spiritual response. That person had some ulcer problem and had to go through surgery, and he asked for the blessings by Grandmaster. And he earnestly made offerings and prayed for Grandmaster's blessings continuously. And then one night he had a dream. Grandmaster appeared and asked him, "Do you want to change your stomach?" We've heard about people having an implant of hearts and things, but not stomach, very rarely. So Grandmaster asked him, "Do you want to change your stomach?" And because he had severe stomach problem, so he said, "Okay." So Grandmaster opened his body and took out his stomach, and I don't know where I got another stomach and replace it with another stomach, and then fix it, and then he woke up from it. Typically, he always suffered from stomach pain. He couldn't eat and drink, and all of a sudden the pain is gone. And then he went for a checkup, and the problems were all gone. So this was the letter that Master Lian Fei gave to me. So I hope you would have that single-mindedness and sincerity, earnestness in praying. You need to pray not only to the lineage root guru. You can also pray to your yidam. Don't just make me the busy one all the time. So you can also ask other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas so we can get busy together. We can't just let Grandmaster be busy by himself. So you can also pray to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas as long as you're single-minded about it. If sentient beings pray with all earnestness and sincerity, then the Bodhisattvas would grant your wishes. So it would be the same as banging on the bell. So if you hit the bell, it would make a sound. If you hit it hard, then it would sound loud. And then if you hit it softly, it would ring softly. If you don't hit it, then of course it doesn't make any sound. So the wholeheartedness is very important. So if you ring the bell, then you would hear the sound. So there is a Dharma practice of Chakrasamvara. It's all wonderful. And today I wear a special dragon robe. You know what color it is? Purple. Oh no.
度众生。
So the purple school
紫色不是个人的专利，
is also delivering sentient beings.
随便
The
挑
color purple is not a monopoly. So I just pick one,
穿在身上。
and it turns out to be purple.
今天呢，
So I'm wearing it.
就变成叉叉，
So today, I have become X.
行啊，不能变了。
No, I cannot
老
change.
夫是光头的，叉叉是居
Yes.
士。
I am ordained. I'm a monk with the shaved head, and X is a laity.
变了而已。
It's just the color.
本来这个衣服
That
里
changed.
面的所穿的就是佛性嘛。
What is wearing the clothes is the Buddha nature.
哎呀，今天吃完饭
Today,
出来，
after lunch,
卡利福尼亚的4个
as I walked out, there were 4 small girls from California.
过继式了。
That was in the past.
这个是卡利福尼亚 for beautiful lady， for beautiful lady， 这个4个，他们4个都是来美国留学的，
Those
来美国
4
留学生哦。
beautiful ladies came to America to school, and each one of them were really as beautiful as a goddess.
资深美女，
But now they're deeply aged.
龙王都吓得说一定要下雨，
So when they pray to the dragon gods,
结果
the dragon god would listen to them and would bestow showers. And in California, it's been raining there in California. Are they here?
起来吓一吓大家。
Please stand up and scare people.
他们居然跟我讲，这个图登西地的不切受干扰，
And they told me
说哎，
that Tutan Siti Rinpoche got some disturbances.
在哪
And
里？
I said, oh no, where is Tutan Siti?
哦，师傅旁边，他站起来给大家看看。你面孔白的还是黑的？
Please stand up to show everybody.
啊，
Is his face white or black?
好多了是吧？
Now it's much better.
啊，他这个在我脚伤的时候，我脚受伤的时候，这个他做了一个腹膜，在台湾做了一个腹膜，
When my leg
各堂会
was ailing, was sick,
主要
X
的原因是
performed a homa for all the temples and chapters, and with the purpose
脚上。
to alleviate
那么其实
the sickness in my leg.
我在华州上线，
But actually, I have made the announcement that my legs have recovered,
已经完全康复。
that the cellulitis on my legs had recovered completely, that I was about to return to America.
但我脚已经康复了，
And
开始修。
because she had heard that I have recovered, so she
摩拉佛供，
conducted the homa to help me in my recovery.
那时候的
And Tutan Siti also attended, and the ex-master Lian Shi also attended.
地呢，还去参观了。
And Tutan Siti,
就去参观了他
because X invited him to go,
他的协会在桃
and
园，在桃园
he
关乡
went to the society in Taiwan,
两栋大
in the Guanyin village in Taoyuan.
里面礼拜，
The 2 buildings,
跟
and Tutan Siti and his mother and father went to pay homage there
每个坛城都拜。
to each of the altars there.
这个所谓的那个五
So he also paid homage to the heads of the ghosts.
中村义武啦，
小林、中村义吾、渡边一郎、
这个林良知啦，
林良知 and 王俊全。
鬼的领袖都拜。
So he
那么
paid
回去以后，
homage to these 5 heads of
这
ghosts.
个出征西地
And when they returned home,
啊，
Tutanshiti and
连续很长的
his
时间没有
mom
办法睡
could not sleep for a very long time,
跟我讲，
but they didn't want to tell
我问
me.
出征西地说你的脸为什么那么
So
黑？
I asked Tutanshiti, why is your face so dark? And he said,
这个体操课晒太阳晒多了。
because he was in the sun for the PE class.
你有什
So-
么事情你要跟我讲。
But if you have problems, you should tell me.
当初的时候我隐居哦，你还没有出生。
You know, when I was living in public seclusion before your birth,
因为你家里都是女孩子，
before your birth, your mom and dad asked me to give them a son because they only had daughters. So I give your mom and dad blessings.
村
My sister Lian Ji
他们夫妇的家，
drove me to the house of Xu Hongchun, and give the 2 of them
地
blessings.
藏王菩萨，
So
地藏
your
王菩萨
origin came from Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. You
图等
transformed from Siddhigarbha's place.
啊，你是
So that's why you are a Rinpoche. You're a living Buddha.
那是我加持，
That's
然后
through my
真的
blessing.
生了一个男孩子，
And then they give birth to a son, and that's
啊
Tutan
连
Siddhi.
上师对不对？
Right, Master Lianji?
对吧？就是这样子。
That's how it was.
那你今天去拜了这5个鬼领袖，
And you paid homage to the
不止干扰，
5 heads of ghosts, and you receive all kinds of disturbances. I went to their house, and it was better for a while, and recently
他讲
it got worse again.
他是我的人，我要
And I
要他
heard that X said that
还要
he
把
is
圣地要走，
mine.
啊，
She
要
wanted
把
him.
圣地带走，他
She wanted to get him
我知道，
to follow
我
her.
跟你言出一处，
Same origin.
I know you and her came from the same origin.
图登西地是地藏王菩萨
She
的
and you. Tutan Siddhi is a transformation of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. And you?
你是地狱食血魔，
You are
你知道
the
吗？
blood drinker
他们
demon
同出一处，
from
都
the
是
hell.
从地狱来的。
They both came from hell.
你现在要他，
They resided
每
at
个
the
要
same
告
place.
诉你，
And yet you want him now? No, no way. No way.
本来不愿意讲出他的来根源的，
I wasn't going to talk about her origin,
大家不要
but
吓
today I did. And please don't be
哎
shocked.
图登西地你回去以后，因为你
So
家是
图登
开
西地
药房
Because you have a pharmacy,
这个爸爸是药剂，
because your dad is a pharmacist, Xu Hongchun.
你回去，你的这个西药房是在这个市场里，
When you go home, your pharmacy
该
is
懂得谁
inside the market,
卖猪肉的，谁是杀猪的，
and you know who is the
你应该要
butcher, the pork,
把
selling pork,
杀猪的那一把屠刀
and get
买回
the
来，
knife that killed the
杀猪的
pigs
那一把屠刀拿回来，那一把屠刀
and
上
bring
面
it home.
聚集了千万个这个
So
精灵在里面，
The knife
千万个杀
is
害千
infested with thousands of pig spirits because it has chopped off thousands of pigs and take it home, and you take the yellow piece of paper and then wrap it around the knife, the handle of the knife, and then hang it above your bedroom. Do you sleep by yourself? Three people sleeping together. Do you sleep well? Okay, it's okay now. But you receive disturbances when you are practicing. Please speak loudly. After you paid homage to the 5 heads of ghosts at the X Hall, how long you lost sleep? About over a month. You could not sleep. You could not. A young student. How old are you? 13. So kids usually sleep really well. You know, but old man also sleeps like a kid. I don't have enough sleep. I sleep more than most people, and I sleep well. But you didn't sleep well for over a month, and afterwards you received disturbances in your Dharma practice. Please speak loudly. Why do you speak so softly? Kids would.
回去以后，你那把屠刀，你既然还可以睡。
So when you get home, because now you can sleep, there's no need to place it above the door of your bedroom. There's no need. Then you place that butcher knife next to the place you practice. Then the ghost will not dare to come anymore. Okay? So let me tell you, my Taoist guru taught me, because that butcher knife is infested with lots of animal spirits. A Taoist practitioner would know that the butcher knife can be used to perform lots of alchemies or rituals. It can be used as protection. So if you carry that butcher knife, gods and ghosts will not dare to approach you. If you place it next to you when you practice, no ghost would dare to come nearby, because that butcher knife has lots of spirits. Because his house is next to a market, so there are lots of people selling pork. So just the knife that butchers the pig started that long, and after killing and killing, it's becoming shorter, as short as this. So that kind of butcher knife is very rare and useful. So if you carried that butcher knife and entering into a haunted house, all the ghosts would run away. So if you have a chance, you just carry that kind of butcher knife to go to the X hall. That those thousands of ghosts all would skirt it out, run away.
他现在养了很多鬼，
X
养实在养了不少。我今天讲
raised lots of ghosts.
口诀教给大家。
So today I especially taught all of you this
如果认识了屠夫，
pith instruction.
他那个杀猪杀牛
So if you know a butcher
的那一把刀
who has killed using a knife, you has killed lots of cows or pigs or lambs with that butcher knife, then that knife is a very precious, useful,
这个鬼看到都害怕，
very rare.
因为他只要
And it can avert the negative energies. All ghosts would run away as fast as they could, because when the butcher knife flies, all the heads of the ghosts would fall to the ground. If you know how to use it.
你干嘛怎么
If you don't know how to use it, doesn't matter how you teach them, they don't know. They still don't get it.
啊？师尊有灵节啊，灵节叫做先知啊，先知啊，师尊是先知，
So Grandmaster
因为啊，
has the premonition
母亲啊死的时候，哪一个人在问世？
because when my mother
今天就要讲到你啊，
passed away,
我母亲在楼上中
my
风
mother,
死的时候，还没有死的，
when my mother
那时候有一个人
suffered
在楼下
from
问世
stroke,
这个人就是莲花镜像。
and someone was giving divination downstairs, and my mother was suffering from stroke,
在楼上中风，你在楼
was
下问
dying on the second
带来
floor,
那个人是孟
and
加拉国的什么人？
was giving spiritual, was giving
孟加
divination,
拉国的首富，他要选总统，
and you brought the leader from Mangala
不关你的事。
and was about to
哎，我母亲
run
中
for
风
president.
送到医院了。
My mother suffered from
孟加拉
stroke
国印度旁边
and
那
sent to
个
the
孟加拉
hospital.
国的首富，他来问我选总统，
And Bangladesh, and
因为我母亲
the leader,
救护车来
someone from Bangladesh that was running for president, came for spiritual consultations, for divination with me.
我妈妈。
But the ambulance was coming and was about to bring my mom to the hospital, and I said, Master Jingxiang, see, let me send my mother. And Master Jingxiang said, oh no, you have to help me first. You have to provide the spiritual consultation first
有没有都不关，
before you go.
总是那时候你才问世，对不对？
But at that time, you were
我问到完我才
in the spiritual consultation, right? And I finished it, right? I had to finish it, right? I was giving you the spiritual consultation, right?
这个老人家容易忘掉。
She said, no, I didn't force you. It's okay. As an old person, I often forget.
Overlake Hospital，
So, and then my mom got to the Overlake Hospital,
西雅图有名的大医院 Overlake Hospital， 医生宣布，1个礼拜
and the doctor
不用开刀，不用脑部开刀。
said that there's no need for surgery because even with surgery, she would be in coma.
啊，慢慢的这个延期，讲好听一点，慢慢的延期。
Because just to let her gradually
下7天的生命，
pass away. And the doctor said she only had 7 days to live. And I performed the divination, and I said, the next day at 10 a.m., Grandmaster will come to perform the chanting, and my mother would pass away at 10 a.m. Although the doctor said that she would continue, would drag on for 7 days, but I said no, she would leave to the next day. Who were present? The ones that performed chanting for my mother. Lian Jin also was there. So I announced the time, and the doctor said 7 days, but I said the next day at 10. And I would be there, perform the chanting. And I told my mom, please pay attention, please calm down. If you see Golden Mother appears in front of you, follow her. If you see Guan Yin Bodhisattva appearing in front of you, follow her. And by all means, don't follow anybody else. Only follow these 2 deities. You cannot follow anybody else, any other deities. I told her in her ears, and I watched her breathing, long breathing, short breathing. And there were reference and masters chanting around her. And I kept talking to her, next to her, how to go. And sure enough, at 10 a.m. the second day, my mother took a breath and lifted her head and her whole body and just shook a little bit, and the soul left from the top of the head. And then she laid down again, and then her face color changed and left. It was just at 10, right? Yes. So my divination was very accurate, even the time. So here, I would like to ask X, you are also you can also a prophet like Jesus Christ, also a prophet. During the Last Supper, Jesus said that of you, all of 12 of you, my disciples, there would be one that would betray me. And everybody asked, is it me? And the greatest disciple, Peter, asked, was it me? Is it me? And Jesus replied, although it's not you, but after the supper tonight, before the cock crows tomorrow, you would deny me 3 times. So Jesus told Peter that you would deny me 3 times. And Peter did not know, did not think
那个
much about it. It's not me, at least.
军队罗马的军队就来抓耶稣。
And then later on, the Roman soldiers
那
came for Jesus, wanting to capture Jesus
看到
because somebody
军队
betrayed him.
上来，大家赶快逃。
So everybody ran away.
但是耶稣当然是被抓去了，
Of course, they
门
captured
徒都跑，
Jesus, and his disciple all
彼得
ran away and
跑
hid.
到这个罗马兵，罗马兵就问他：“你是
And
耶稣的
Peter
弟子吗？”
Encountered a Roman soldier and was asked, "Aren't you a disciple of Jesus?" And Peter said, "No."
然后又跑到另一个
And then he escaped and ran further
又被
near the
那个罗马
mountain,
兵找到了。
and he was found by a Roman soldier. "Are you
我不是，
a disciple of Jesus?" And he denied again,
然
"No."
后跑下山，
And then he ran down the
又
mountain
碰到罗马兵，
and met a Roman soldier again. And it was about daybreak.
这个罗马兵就问他
And the Roman
你
soldier
是
asked
耶稣的
him,
弟子吗？
"Are you a disciple of Jesus?"
彼得
That was the
讲
third time, and Peter
我不是，
denied, "No."
刚好天亮，鸡啼
And then it was daybreak, and the cock
鸡叫，
crowed.
咕咕咕咕咕咕，叫鸡啼。耶稣讲的话很准。
So Jesus' prophecy was very accurate.
之前你3次
Before the cock crows, you would deny me 3 times.
当然了，逃命要紧。
Of course, running for your life is more
耶
important.
稣，算了吧，我的命要紧啊，赶快逃。
Forget about Jesus. My life is more important, Peter thought. Peter is like that
自
too.
称先知，
But you,
知道
Acts,
土地公
call
神
yourself your prophet, that
都你
you
看到
know
了
that the earth god was waiting for you for 500 years,
玛利亚所有的天使
and
500
Maria and all the angels in the Roman Catholic Church in Panama was waiting for you for 500 years. The elephant was waiting for you for 500 years.
萤火虫等你11
And
万
the fireflies in New Zealand was waiting for you for 110,000 years.
漂洋过海，
And the flies
天事业
flew across the ocean for 4 days and nights to take refuge
先知啊
in you and
问你一句
to
话，
to deliver them.
你妈妈过世
So
的
you're a
时候
prophet.
你
But let
人
me
在
ask
哪
you,
里
where were you when your mother passed away?
我现在问他一句话：你妈妈过世的时候，你人在哪里？
So I would like to ask you one
有
question.
人知道他妈妈
Where
过
were
世
you
的时候
when your
他人在
mother
哪里
passed away? Anybody knows?
有人知道吗？一个人知道。
Where were you? Please stand up.
在你家里。
At your home. At your home.
你连
Please
你
sit
妈
down.
妈要过世，你都不知道，不在家里等她过世。
So
你跑到
you
人家的
don't,
家里
you
去做
didn't
晚会
even know. You didn't even know when your mother was about to die, waiting for your mother to die. But you were at somebody else's house performing ritual, and then when you heard that your mother passed away, she changed it. She changed the ceremony into the birthday difference for her mom. Where was your home then?
在广州，
In Guangzhou.
在广州。你看吧，你根本不知道你妈妈什么时候过世。
So you didn't
你什么
know
先知啊
when your
后
mother
知后觉，
was to die, so you're not a prophet at all.
说对不对？
So you just make it up along the way.
如果你知道你妈妈要过世，你就留在家里。
If you had known that your mother was about to die, you would have stayed home, and then you can perform the deliverance during the Bardo state to save your mother, to guide your mother. Now you have harmed your own mother, and she is now in the X hall, X Fu. So think about it. How could that be a prophet? Did you know? Could you predict what time she would die? You didn't even know what day she would die. So it's quite difficult to be a prophet. You need to have the real vision, but not for you. You just know to raise and employ the ghost and listen to the talks of the ghost. And the ghosts just talk as they like. As disciples, you have to listen carefully, attentively. As a Dharma teacher, as reference, as masters, you have to care for sentient beings, because you have sentient beings in your heart. So in their making offering to you, let it be voluntary. But when you set a price and you ask for money, that's not right. You ask for houses and money. You know, like the stars, the big stars, medium star, small star, how much? Statues and the pieces of land. Don't set the price or ask for money. A friend of Lianhua Suqiu went for consultation with you, and you asked for $200,000 US. The stockholder of Lianhua Suqiu went for consultation, and you tell him that your karma is really heavy. In order to eradicate the karma, you have to perform some merits, and ask how much, and she said $200,000 US. And she used calculator to count it. And there's also a Lianhua XX from Indonesia who asked not to say the name. For one Homa, she asked him for $160,000 US. And he said, I'm just a student. That's so much. I don't have much money. And X said, but you owe your girlfriend in the past life for $4 million US. So $160,000 US to pay back that $4 million US that you owe from past life. That's good enough. That's so you would profit from it. But actually not this student that profit, but that X is profit, get some profit from it. So she's always bluffing and bragging. Always deceiving something. It's a very simple logic. Grandmaster never asks for money. If I ever open my mouth to ask for money, then I will not be Samyen Lu.
不是假的神通在骗人啊。
There would be a scam using the fake supernatural powers.
跟大家讲真实的看见。
Let me talk about the real vision today. It's 4:30 already.
真实的看见，什么是真实的看见？
What is the
你
real
依照
vision?
心性的方法
Is by the methods of meditative practice, like Tsongkhapa, the founder of
依
Kadukpa.
照修定的方法，
He
先
followed
看波叶光，
the meditation
再看金刚念，
methods. You had the vision of Prajna light, and then Vajra chain, and then Vajra screen, and then the Buddhas appear in half bodies and then in full bodies. This kind of visions would be the real visions,
修行禅定，你
real seeing.
真实见，
So if you practice meditation according to what I taught you, then what you saw will be the real
开了
vision.
眉心轮，
And you have opened the brow chakra
点法，
using the inner fire and light drop practices.
这个看见叫真实的看
Then you have the divine seeing.
开了心轮，
That kind of seeing or vision would be the real
别
vision.
人在想什么，
If you have opened the heart chakra, then you would know what other people are thinking.
漏尽通，
That's
开了密轮，
the transcendent power of knowing other.
叫漏尽。
So once you open the secret chakra, then there would be the transcendent power of complete leaking. And then if you open the navel chakra, then you would know about the 3 times, the past, present, and future.
骗人的，因为你着火都没有起来，
So you often talk about past lives, but they're all lies
如何把
because you don't even have inner fire ignited.
你都不知道
I never taught you
带你如
how
何升起着
how to tie yourself with the Zen
很
band
简单的道理，
or ribbon.
密教的神通，这里是
So the tantric supernatural or transcendental power, this is for the divine seeings,
观察
and here is the marvelous
观察
observations,
心轮
wisdom,
就是他心通，
and the heart chakra is knowing what other people are thinking, the navel chakra is knowing about the
海底
past lives and future
跟
lives,
这个
and the base chakra and the secret chakra is for the transcendent power of the complete leaking. 神足通.
神足通，喉轮就是神足通，
For the throat chakra is for the soul travel, transcendent power.
这5种神通是这样子来的。
So this 5 kinds of transcendent power comes from opening the 5 chakras in order to have this kind of
你
transcendent
能够
power.
每一次跟活菩萨讲话，
But you
你至少你眉心
are able to talk to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
没有。
You have to have at least the brow chakra open, but you have no inner fire, and your light drops have not descend. How do you open your divine eye?
俗言
You're just a mundane being with the mundane
叫
eyes.
大家看，所以神通有好几种，一种
The transcendent power
实践的通，真实见。
have several kinds. One is the power due to the real vision,
你在
and then the vision in meditation,
另外一种见，
and
就是说你梦中见，
vision in the
白天看不
dreams.
到
You don't see it in the daytime, but at night you see Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in your
是
dreams.
梦中见，
So vision in the dreams.
才可以讲得通。
So these
再来有
3
一种是精神病，
are okay. And then
啊，你到精神医院，
visions by the mad people or insane people.
听的，
Like say in the psychiatric hospital, they would say, oh, see this and this, and they're God and Buddha and Jesus and Pope,
都是的。
they're everybody. and Ma
说
Zhu.
的是这个东西啊。
So mad people, mentally deranged people could also see,
是幻觉现，
but that's due to hallucination.
这4种差都没有。有一种
X had none of these 4.
谎见，
She had the vision due to lies.
没
It's
有
just
看见
lies.
都有看见，这就是白差。
It's fake. She actually didn't see anything, but she said she saw it. Where's Master Lian Zi?
他说，叉就是
He said
说谎，就是叉的专长。
that lying is
圆圆法师
Master. Lying is X specialty.
他讲了一句
And Reverend Yan Yan, she also said that she is the greatest liar of the century,
他跟他最
the
早
biggest liar.
是跟他
He's followed her for over 10 years, and she's been following her for a long time.
他的专长。
So,
我今天
the most horrible liar of the century.
这样子观察，
And he said that lying is
养鬼养得不错，
specialty.
有鬼通，
So I observe you.
但是鬼讲
You have success
正确，
in raising the ghosts,
信的那么
so you can communicate with the ghosts. But what the ghosts said are not accurate. And you judge that who's going to die, this and that. Where's Professor Wang
他
Jingxian?
1年之内，儿子先死，
She concluded that he would die within 1 year,
教授会死，1年之内3个，
and then the wife,
不照
and
他的
then
话做的
the professor,
1年之内3个
the son, and then the wife, and then the professor. Within 1 year. So are you dead now?
活得很开心呐，哪里死？
He's still alive, happily.
他断盐池塘，1年之内，堂主跟堂主夫人都会死。
Also the Yanchi chapter, that within 1 year, the head of the chapter and the wife will die. Are they dead? No. In Chinese, it's Selama.
没死，
It's like Selamat Pagi.
已经有2个了。
They're not dead.
死的，罗红，
So two, that she judged
罗红，
that were going to die.
哎，巴拿马的罗红，他断他的儿子出生
And Lo Hong from Panama
现在几
also
岁了？
and she also said, claimed that the son would die 1 year after birth.
现在
And how old are you now? 22 years old.
他断他1年出生1年就会死，他的儿子是他沙湖来转世的，1年
Yet
就会死，
she claimed that
不照听他的
the
话，
son was a reincarnation of someone from the X Hall,
告诉你，
and that he would die within 1 year, but that everybody would die.
年龄够了，他才会死啊。
But no, they're not. They will not. No, it's not that they will not die, but they would die a natural
自
age.
己想一想看，
So
鬼话还能听吗？
what she said was
你讲的鬼话还能听？你养
what
鬼
she
没
said
用
was all
有
wrong.
鬼通，鬼话
So
不能听的，小
so don't believe that. So the words of the ghosts don't believe. You know, maybe little things, yeah. You know, there may be some accuracy, but for the major issues, no. So I'm asking people to please wake up and see the truth.
给你证明，
Then maybe you can be saved. There's so many witnesses.
鬼话不可信
So
的。
all the words of the ghosts cannot be believed, cannot be
跟着
trusted.
他还有人跟着他呢，
There's still some
听
people
他的鬼话，
that's still there following her,
鬼本身也有，
you know, because the words of the ghosts may be something, some minor, unimportant things can be accurate. But for the ceremony, this time you told people, told the ghosts, go and take care of them. And were we taken care of? No, because I'm here. And I have said this over. Please don't send your ghosts to attack my kind disciples. You know, why don't you send them to me? I'm not afraid of them. Send them all here. I'll take care of them. I've read the whole book of her lies. She published her books which contain transcriptions of her talks. All of them are full of those ghostly words, except the words that she took from mine. She utilizes my words too in there. And they're not the ghostly words. Now, with all sincerity, I ask you to please repent and perform repentance practices and take down the ex-fu, because the words of the ghosts cannot be trusted. They are wrong. And she also judged my death when she claimed when I would die. I know when you would die too, but I will not say anything about it because that's ethics. You have to be polite. You cannot say when someone's going to die. So you need to repent right away and perform the Vajrasattva repentance practice right away, because I know you know how to practice, because you know all the homas that you did were performed for the ghost. So please leave behind all those ghosts, but maybe you cannot. Oh, jeez. In order for you to leave those ghosts, you need to come and ask for my help, and I can help you. Please don't raise the ghosts anymore. Don't employ the ghosts anymore. You think that the ghosts have become the 5 gods. No, they're still ghosts. And you think that the XX hall is the Mahadouble Lotus Pond. No, that's the ghost realm. If you want to leave the ghosts, I can teach you a method, but please don't tell your ghost about it. It's very difficult. She's in a horrible situation. Quickly repent earnestly in front of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and perform the repentance. Please leave behind. Please abandon the 5 heads of ghosts, and please abandon all the ghosts. And I know how to free you from them. If only you come and ask me. So today, The fifth instruction is this.
正法的轨道上面。
In our spiritual cultivation, we have to follow the right, the virtuous path. Never do bad deeds, never do evil, always perform good deeds, and to purify our own minds. That's most important. Avoid evils and do good deeds. That's for the worldly dharma. And purify your own mind. That's the out of the worldly dharma. This is what Buddhism is all about. Let's give a huge round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for the precious Dharma teaching. We would like to thank you for your cooperation and to follow the instruction for the empowerment. And please stack the chairs with the same color chairs. And in a moment there will be the empowerment for Chakra Samvara. And during the empowerment, please remember to form the mudra, visualize the deity, and recite the mantra. Anyone that is catching the plane can go for the empowerment first. Ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much. Please remember to return your receivers.
现在我们恭请圣尊为与会大众做圣乐金刚法灌顶，含有皈依结缘灌顶。赶飞机的同门，还有要表演供佛的同门请优先灌顶。然后请大家配合保安人员你们在排队来灌顶。大家不要拥挤，也不要紧张，手结圣乐金刚手印，一心持诵圣乐金刚心咒，静心观想与圣乐金刚合一。黑色的靠背椅子是给那个另外的车子的，这个不是放在这里。黑色的是给帐篷区的，黑色的。 灌顶的义工同门，请你们速速来接受灌顶，灌顶即将就要结束了。还没有接受灌顶的义工同门，请你们速速来接受灌顶，灌顶即将就要结束了。迎施主请就位，迎施主请就位。接受到灌顶的义工同门，请你们速速来接受灌顶，灌顶即将就要结束了。迎施主请就位。接受灌顶的同门，请你们速速来接受灌顶，灌顶即将就要结束了。灌顶即将就要结束了，还没有接受灌顶的同门，请你们速速来接受灌顶。迎施主请就位。让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本传承上师慈悲赐受珍贵的圣乐金刚法灌顶，含皈依结缘灌顶。 顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，四平等一起手。恭送真佛宗根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛及上师团众人虔诚合掌唱诵莲花童子心咒。大家现在护摩殿要清场，请大家出去了。今天没有过火，请保安人员看着门口请大家在护摩殿里面的请出去了。现在护摩殿里面要清场，没有过火。